Yo, welcome back to the journey, everyone. It's quite early for me, or for the time I'm doing my videos, because I've just finished trading. My last trade got finally hit the stop loss. Not bad, but yeah. So today we only have these job opening things happening in about 3 hours, a little bit less than 3 hours from now. For Euro USD. So on Euro USD, I'll start with that pair. I didn't take a trade, but to me it was already kind of clear that we have to fill these imbalances. And so before we were massively bullish, marked out these 4-hour lows, and also marked out these massive fair value gaps or imbalances. I'm kind of switching between the terms. Yeah. Then on the 1 hour, again mark out this low, gets broken through at about 7 p.m. and then I need to scale down to the 15-minute with the sweep of the liquidity and the break of structure here. Market opens with this candle, which is already inside the fair value gap. So I got down to the 15-minute, and I still have to look for bullish trades, simply because 4 hour is still bullish until it hits, I think, here somewhere. But anyways, the fact that it's still bullish is just a bit shit. And again, I kind of, damn, no, hold on. I don't want that. Make that go back. No! Hold on. How do I... nice. Usually when market opens and 1 hour structure differs from 4 hour, for me at least, lower time frame holds more power, because that somehow always just changes the structure, or at least makes like a nice big catchable move. But yeah, so I looked for bullish trades again. We entered here, nothing happened. Then we formed a high here that would need to, price would need to break above for me to enter into that, and then nothing happens. We break down even lower, form another high, nothing happens, break down lower, form another high, and then yeah, and now we're here, but nothing to trade for me on Euro USD. Okay, and now I'll go down to GJ. So as you can see, there's a whole lot more going on. Those were all simply just for taking profits, but yeah, as you can see, before market open on this candle, we were still bullish. We just filled in this fair value gap, and then just yeah, I marked out this low, and then also this low. This, of course, being the one that needs to be held below for it to have a 4 hour break of structure. And then right into market open, we just have a massively bearish candle. All the lows get swept. I go down to the 15-minute, and then yeah, mark out some bearish fair value gaps to get pushed above, but yeah, nothing happens. And then I mark out some bearish fair value gaps, and then here we finally break through, and now we're bearish on both the 1 hour and the 4 hour time frame. So I scale down even lower to the 5-minute, because now both of them are bearish. And then I wanted to use this one as an entry, and as you can see, price even entered, but that just wasn't enough for me, this tiny little dot in there. So I marked out this, price hit it. I made ginger tea at the moment, or at that time, because I'm still a bit sick and I try to boost my immune system, so I don't catch that trade. However, then price fills this in and I enter somewhere in this price range. Problem is, I misplaced my stop loss, so I get absolutely fucked. Price doesn't even hit the top of the fair value gap, and I get minus 60, minus 1%, and then a fee of $16, which is just a ripoff in my opinion, but I guess market doesn't think that way. I immediately enter the same trade again because I'm confident in my idea that what ends up hitting TP also gets me 1%, kind of evens it out. However, I'm still down 0.5% simply because of the fees. So in the end I end up with a loss of $81 here and then a profit of 51 on that trade. Luckily that was just break even because I had a winning trade not long before. So yeah. Then when price finally stops here, I close this one, hit TP 1%, and then I'm still so convinced in my idea that I enter the trade again. This time, however, with a stop loss up here, which was, I guess, kind of to give me peace of mind. If this would have been here, obviously it would have been a way better trade. Would have given me like a 1 to 4. But yeah, I didn't set my stop so low that because simply I would have been way too nervous and probably closed with like 0.5% in the minus or something. So yeah. Anyways, then we start scaling down. I make my first TP this week, which just happens to be 1-to-1 risk to reward. Also, here's some more fair value gaps for scaling in opportunities, which I didn't take because I thought entering 3 times today would probably suffice for me, and anything more would probably just fuck my mindset way too hard. So I take out half of the position here, made 0.5%. Then we hit this TP. Again, I exit with 0.5%. And then we hit this TP. And on that TP, I didn't exit with 0.5%, which is just simply an error on my part. But I thought if I just hold all of that and it just hits down here, I'll make way more money. But that was just greed. If I would have stuck to my trading strategy, I would have gained 0.5% more. So in the end, I only made 1.5% on a trade that gave me a 1 to, I think, 3 risk to reward. Yeah, a lot more even, but simply because of my shit execution, I missed out on about 0.5%, if not a bit more. Nothing I can do there. No, I probably missed out on a whole percent because I set my stop loss here and then, yeah, 60 euros here, take half of it out, and then I still, yeah. So next time I'll just have to stick to my taking 0.5% at every opportunity I get. For those wondering what the second TP was, that was just a 1 to 2. There was no indication from market that something would happen there, but I just like to take some more profits just to be safer, and then yeah. And then as you can see, just right after that hit, I adjusted my stop loss, and then price just went up only from here. And me personally, I hope that it just pushes all the way back up and stops this out completely, just because I don't know. I want that to happen for no real reason, but yeah, that was the trade today. On the phase 1 account would have been or is plus $99, so 1.5%. I missed out on at least 0.5% more because I was too greedy, but I guess I have to learn from that. And yeah, tomorrow, just as I said, it's maybe I'll trade, but I'm not sure yet, just simply because we have PMI and non-farm employment change. And I have my oral exam tomorrow, so I'm not sure if I'll trade there. But at the very least, I'll do a trade recap or a market recap later in the day. But until then, see you and bye.